Co?
Jest.
Ale jest laserowy kolega. Ma problem. Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to Jack House Cup Grand Finals match, Team OmaRa versus Team Eliminate. I am Aalis, and today with me, as the second caster, will be cycozgrzyt. Say hi.
Hello everyone. It is potentially the final match of this tournament. Well, it is the grand final, so if Team OmaRa wins, tournament's over and OmaRa just wins the entire thing. Eliminate actually scoring a loss against this team earlier on in this tournament, and that's why they're knocked down to losers bracket. So seed 1 losing, I think it was either finals or semi-finals against a seed 5, and then seed 5 proceeds to just hold on until the grand finals. Very interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you sort of have that thing here that you see this truly epic team of Team Eliminate. They have maybe a player which probably people playing Jack House would know. I personally sort of forgot about this guy's existence, but Sinon is a beast at Jax, and also a top 1 Taiko player for some reason in one. So yeah, it's something interesting for sure. Playing with Eternalize, I mean, team has turned out to be pretty bomb nonetheless. And I guess we'll just see how this goes in the grand finals map pool, which is for sure gonna be hard.
Yeah, Sinon, as you said, well known in the Taiko community for like #1. Just winning over like Shinjuku homes like Rain for like a long time, I think. So very admirable Taiko player, not to mention the Korjak abilities. Like, if you look at that guy's profile, even though he's like the #1 Taiko player, his about me still says 4-key Korjak. Which is very funny to see, actually.
Yeah, I do see that. Very interesting how this guy just managed to farm his way up to #1 Taiko, yet that doesn't really acknowledge it, besides having Taiko as his main game mode, kind of to flex at #1. But he does say Perky Korjak main, and showed a Keter clear, so if anything, he is pretty dangerous on the Korjak.
Yeah, also it's worth mentioning that Sinon has been playing alone since like the quarterfinals. I think we've seen Eternalize play in the round of 16 last time. I think they only played 1 or 2 maps as well, so Sinon has been pretty much on their own for like a longer while in this tournament.
I mean, to be fair though, Eternalize is sort of a person which you wouldn't really expect at least now in this economy of players, I guess, for him to be in a tournament like this. I'm mainly talking about the fact that Eternalize is mostly a laser main, and from what I remember, he was retired. So I don't know about that, but he still did show some pretty nice scores earlier on. So I guess we'll see if he will hop on for one of the picks here, maybe.
It would be nice seeing Eternalized play, but I'm on the profile right now and it says last seen 12 days ago. So this might not be happening, and Synod might be on the run this time.
Oh man.
Unlucky.
Yeah, you know, unlucky. I think kind of Team Eliminate is unlucky to play against him. He's kind of a beast.
I mean, as I said before, these two teams have played before, and Synod just came out on top anyway, despite playing solo.
Yeah, so you know what it is just purely yeah, no, this guy is just the GOAT. What else can I say? But we are seeing a mid-jack 1 pick. In this case,
yeah, it is mid-jack 1. We also see the bans and protect.
I think ban was full 2 and protect was NM from Gex. I don't remember what else. Anyway, I do want to point out one thing. We in the mid-jack picks we are seeing 175 BPM. So you're only left to wonder what is a light jack BPM?
It is a little bit high. So,
yeah,
it is the grand final is very, very high. It is supposed to be like difficult anyway, so it does make perfect sense.
I mean, yeah, fair.
I mean, these players can still play ratio. Like these guys are like beasts.
Early drop on the long notes from Sinon, giving Gex that early little bit of lead for the perfect. You know, in this tournament, things like that count a lot, and Sinon seems to be a little less consistent at the beginning. Gex dropping at 300, but still staying in that 100%. Never mind, in that 100% bracket. Yeah, and I got
dropping ever so slightly on like the long notes in this map, which is like a classic in this tournament, I think.
Yeah. I mean, this sort of tournament attracts players that do not like playing anything else, and you can see that clearly from some of the people here, like in terminal that we had in the tournament, which yeah, mainly just play Korchak and you know, this still being tournament map. Everyone has to remember that it will still sort of be composed of different structures. So LN in places where it needs to be, it will be there. But coming back, Gex with a 500 point lead, actually turning maybe more towards 700. 700 overall being less consistent overall on this chart. I feel like Gex might take this, but you never know. I mean, he is known for his consistency, so if anything, I guess Sedan just really needs to wait for Gex to set a 200 or 100 in order to really take back the lead.
Yeah, it'll be very difficult for Sunon to recover from this, unless like Gex finds a miss, like you said, one or something. It's because of the pure ratio difference right now. I think Sun also hit like a couple 200s in like the early stages of this map, which is just not something you want to see on the Korchak map. But Gex managing to hold on to 99.99. This is grand finals, by the way. Like, it's just something I said before, even though the BPM is high, the density and like the patterning isn't very comfortable either, it just can still pay ratio.
Wait, this Joy and another person in chat. Is this for sure Score V2? Now I'm thinking about it, I saw a lot of 300 and I didn't see an act drop. But I guess it must be, right?
Let me double check. Yeah, it is Score V2. That is Score V2.
So this accuracy on Score V2 is absolutely crazy. Gex on a grand finals mid-jack map holding only 39 perfect. Sinon not really far behind him with a 95. These scores are crazy, insane. I don't really know how to say it other than big congrats on the 999.4 for
That is
Gex.
actually so funny. Like, imagine your accuracy is so good, people think you're playing Score V1.
Yeah, no, I was for a second wondering the same thing actually. I was low-key like on the edge of this is Core V2 or not. You know, mistakes like this happen, and I really just thought it was one of them, but apparently not. Apparently we do get to see 999.4 on a grand finals pool. Whatever, man. I guess I just have not been following Jack House Cup because these players are absolutely insane, and we're seeing full Jack 1 staggering 140 BPM. That sort of more handy, quality business of things. This is gonna be a hard charge for sure. Even the star rating kind of wants you to point that way, with a 7.3 being pure rice, probably.
Yeah, it is full Jack, so it is pretty much the densest map there is in the pool. Also just add like the length as well, like 2 minutes 40 seconds, and the pure density and speed of this pick as well. Such a difficult map. I don't think I'll be very surprised if you see like 2 double S's again. I don't want to spoil anything, but this map is very, very hard.
Well, I guess we'll see how this turns out for both of these players. Right now, they're going basically equal, and I mean, it will kind of continue to go that way, right? Both of them are absolutely amazing, and I do think Sinon is just that maybe a little bit better in the full Jack sort of thing. As right now we are shrinking the lead to 2 perfect, and Bancholag is just kind of trolling us, but it is gonna be that 3 perfect, 2 perfect range here, which is really gonna be the only difference between the players.
Yeah, we're seeing a 40-point difference between the two. Like Gex still holding, like, never mind, I'm holding the 100% anymore. Gex finds some like 100 and maybe 50s as well, so Sinon is currently in the lead on like not even 2,000 points, but it is definitely a good amount for like this kind of map.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it was just a very tame column lock, so that maybe owning that 150 along the way. I wouldn't say 50 though. The score lead might be a little bit too low. I would suggest it would probably be 100, 200, 100, and 200. But that was just enough for Sinon to take this for Jackhouse pretty monstrous lead of 1,600 points, because it would be pretty hard to recover this just from ratio alone.
Yeah, this kind of, even like less than 1,000 points, sometimes it's really hard to recover. Like the opponent is very, very consistent, and that is exactly what we're seeing. Sinon still holding 99.99 on the full Jack 7.3 star.
Yeah, I mean, if you just look at this map's pattern, this doesn't really like doubles, right? It's only hands, quads, sort of only that into the mix, and you must have to imagine how stamina draining that is at a 2 minute 40 drain time, with it being 140 BPM. I mean, this is pretty hard, and we're seeing some rolls over here. Actually, the snap sort of started looking more like flams. Because of the pure snaps on the 140 BPM, but yeah, no, absolutely amazing score from Sinon right now, and Gex finding that break along the way. Unfortunately, will not be able to recover anymore, I guess, and yeah, just a pretty sad column lock, then break from Gex's side, and Sinon takes this point. But actually, a beast of a score. I'm guessing 999. Yeah.
Another 99.4.
Wow.
Two maps in a row. The winner has 99.4. Yeah, Gex finding those, like, yeah, I said 250s, 200, like that one miss later on. I think the miss that happened like late in the map was like very, very clean, because I didn't see any like miss up on like from the UR bar. So that was a pretty nasty accuracy shot in the very beginning, and then you also got the miss. So it's just something you can't even recover from. But even if Gex didn't find those drops, he still would have lost just by ratio alone. Still on scoring 53 300s.
Yeah, so what we can kind of get from this here is maybe Sinon is just a little bit more proficient at the sort of dense territory of the thing. Because he did play the mid-jack and kind of struggled to beat Gex on the ratio side, but that might have just been an unlucky fluke from him. Because, I mean, he did win at one point, right? So, you just have to think, can he replicate that on a pool that's a little harder? Can he do that against a team that's genuinely very, very, very good at what they're doing? Can he, I guess, be sort of the change of everything here? And can he secure the win for himself, actually ending the tournament right here if he does?
Yeah, I think it's definitely possible. I mean, OmaRa did win against Eliminate before, so it is something that player can probably replicate, but we're seeing a timeout, so Team Eliminate probably just getting to like discuss the picks. It's so early on, so maybe I just want to get some plan going on. We've seen like Stinon dominate on like the full jack in both ratio and accuracy, and of course combo as well, so it might seem like Stinon is like more comfortable on like the denser parts of the map pool. And I think Eliminate could use the tactic they have used before, just picking like the more technical ones, like the mini jack and like the quad stream, for example, where they pretty much dominate. Because I don't really know what else to say. Like Gex is such an insane like tech player as well, so just finding some go from the quad streams and mini jacks, maybe some mix jack as well. So definitely a lot of like wiggle room for like Team Eliminate on like the more, I'd say, not very convenient picks.
For sure.
Still, it's also worth remembering Sinon is currently playing alone. Eternalize has been offline for like a week and a half, so Sinon is playing alone, and there might be some like stamina issues if they just continue playing like all the time and like big stamina draining maps. Just Team Eliminate having the comfort of having two players right now.
Yeah, but you sort of have to remember when you're playing at a level this high, the stamina may be an issue, but you're also looking at players that are absolute beasts at their work. So what I would be more scared of is maybe breaking that flow of things, and you know, picking something that's very, very different, like Anchor Jack or Rhythm Jack, if that even is oh, that's banned. Okay.
Yeah, Difficult Jack and Rhythm Jack have been banned, but the rest is available to pick.
Yeah, for example, breaking the sort of flow of things with a little Anchor Jack pick here and there, I do believe would sort of be even more scary than the stamina draining aspect of it all.
I mean, we haven't seen the players play like an insanely high BPM just yet. I mean, we have like 190 BPM light jack, for example, and like 220 mini jack, so maybe this is also worth like counting for like both the teams, just to see how, like how they do in terms of ratio on like the higher BPM maps.
Yeah.
There's also like an 187 BPM Anchor Jack map, which also could be very interesting to see. They're just suggestions though, like players can like do anything, but it's just a suggestion, like think of the technical ones.
I mean, Gex would have to yeah, like the, I don't know, man. We just have to find a. I don't really know what they will do. The thing is, both of them are incredibly good at the game. I do believe they can play every pattern. It's just that. Oh, light one. All right.
Yeah, 195 BPM light jack.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, no, the BPMs here are absolutely crazy looking, but I just wanted to say that sort of these players can play anything at this point. I don't think a specific pick can really derail them. It's like the big changes.
Yeah, I think this can go either way. Like, Sinon, as we said before, absolute beast of a player. I think that guy can play to anything. Gex and the Element also being like I don't know. It is grand finals. All the players are like top tier, like world class tier, not even better. So it's really hard to say what they're like more proficient at. I think it's just based on like how comfortable this map is for each of them.
I mean, yeah, here you have to wonder too at 195 BPM. This is sort of becoming that BPM range where not everyone, even the Jagmans, will be truly comfortable at playing something like this.
Yeah, 195 is a little high, but it is light jack, so there's not much density going on. Before we get into the difficult patterns and gags, 99.99, still on the very close behind, 99.97.
This is truly incredible. Also, we are seeing that sort of chord streamy vibe from this pick. I mean, we have to remember this is 195 BPM, so the jacks here sort of have to be spared just a little bit, and we are seeing some lens and some streams here and there. The streams being won for the 195 BPM, but still pretty dangerous if you're in that flow of just constantly tapping and tapping jack. It is for sure something to note here that this part in particular might be scary for some players. Actually, Gex been dropping his lead on this?
Yeah, Gex falling behind just before the drop, so wow. There's time to recover anyway. I mean, Sidon's still holding very, very strong and consistently, like 997, like throughout the entire song is absolutely insane. There's almost 200 BPM, and that guy is just pressuring everything pretty much. I mean, Gex as well, just finds some drops. Sidon finds a miss! Yeah, Sidon finds a miss, like, very late into the song, and the lead already goes all the way up to, like, 6,000 points just by one clean miss. I think like 1 200 drop. That's, like, pretty much nothing. And it's already, like, 6,000 points and still rising, so it seems like Gex will be getting... will be scoring on this one. Is that a 99 for 99? Oh, it's not.
Nah. A 998 though, still impressive on a BPM like this, but Sidon actually managing to out-ratio Gex by 1 perfect. So actually having the same 200 count. So if he didn't miss, he would have actually won this. It was close enough that it would be around what, like 20 points?
Yeah, it would have been 20 points enough for the miss. It's 1/300 of a difference.
Truly incredible score. Sadly, Sidon had to trip up just a little bit and lose that lose that lead of his of 1 perfect on that miss, and right now we are gonna be seeing a dense jack 2 pick. So we are heading into dense territory still. I think Sidon is comfortable on this one, since I mean comfortable overall on just picking the denser patterns. As we've seen from the full jack pick, he totally dominated on that one, and we are seeing dense jack here, which actually, may I say, may not be that dense, as we are seeing BPM of 160. I think it will be a little bit of a tone down from the full jack pick, but still, probably holding an impressive amount of hands here and there. And I'm just thinking, can Sidon here outperform Gex in a pick like this again? And can he bring that overall match status to 2-2, or will he lose this one? Because if he does, he's put in a pretty bad spot overall, where he sort of is losing picks he's comfortable with, and more sort of giving Gex them the sort of available space to pick whatever he wants, right? And sort of do just perform way better, right? All about the comfort zones, and especially comfort zone of patterns.
Yeah, dense jack still being pretty dense, but of course it's not like a full jack level. Like full jack is a whole different story. So this might be like, I don't really know. I think Gex could still have the upper hand on this one, because it is not full jack density. Full jack density is absolutely insane, but still it's 160 BPM, which is like still very, very fast for this kind of map. But both players pretty much died. I think they are like a few rounds apart only.
Yeah, and I mean here you also have to think about which you sort of didn't really need to in the full jack, right? You have to think about the anchor usage going around here. At 160 BPM, those anchors on that density are pretty tough in the ki sections. So you sort of have to think, are some of these players going to sort of choke because of the anchors, or will they just kind of stay in place? Because right now, I do believe Stenan is in the lead with just have a couple perfects, unless right now something changed, but that might be Bancho lag, to be fair.
Yeah, the lead is definitely lower than like 500 points we're seeing right now, so it's probably some Bancho lag. As you can see, like the lead is flickering quite a lot. But I think Gex would still be ahead. I don't know, it's so close, really hard to tell. It's also like really worth noting how the players perform on this anchor jack, because you have like 2 anchor jack picks and one of them is like 187 BPM as well, so this could open up your next pick, for example, if you see like one of them struggle, but they're just still ratioing that like it's nothing to them.
Yeah, I mean, they are outperforming whatever I mean, I guess the jack people already know, but we sort of don't come around from these parts as the casters, and I mean, for us it is pretty crazy nonetheless to see scores like that. You know, just overall a tournament where the differences are like 100 points is just absolutely crazy to see. And you know, it was already pretty impressive on round of 64, but when we got into the grand finals of all things, I mean, this is where it really hits you that these players do not care about the BPM or anything. They're just playing how they usually play, and this is an absolutely insane score from both of them. But who will win? Because the Bancho lag is not letting me see, and Sinot wins with a 999.760, 150 point lead. That actually accounting to 11 perfects of difference. Wow.
What? I can't imagine being Gex right now. Like, you score a 999.6 and you lose the points anyway, even though you got a 999 and it's still a loss. Like, what can you do? Like,
I think I would have cried.
yeah, I would have been pretty sad as well if I were Gex. Like, these scores are like on a whole different level. Like, I don't know how that's even possible at 160 BPM dance jack. But we're seeing a mini jack pick if I'm seeing correctly, so. Oh wait, no, my bad. The resolution is a little bit lower on our side.
No, it's gonna be Emin. He wanted to pick rhythm jack, but it was banned. It's gonna be Emin now. I think? No? What is happening?
Yeah, it is mini jack actually. So
Yeah.
Gex attempted picking rhythm, but then it's banned, so it just chose mini jack anyway. So I wasn't entirely wrong.
W calls, W calls.
W calls. I mean, it is to be expected. It is team eliminates protect. So picking your protect as like your third point is pretty much like the usual what you see in tournaments.
Yeah. I mean, that is granted, right? You do sort of have that when when you're starting to do a little bit lower, you're starting to be a little maybe less confident in what is happening in the match. You just pick your protect, right? That's usually what people go for.
Yep. Wait, hold on. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this length in BPM?
Yeah, wow. 220 and 340. Wait, this is suicide. Huh?
Drain length 3 minutes 40 seconds, so very stamina draining at a very high BPM, and of course the difficulty of mini jacks just being very hard to control as well.
Yeah.
So potentially this is like one of, if not the hardest pick outside of difficult jack, of course. Just based on like the technicality and like speed and stamina alone. Starting off a little slow, But we got into the mini jacks, and Sidon is actually struggling to hold with the Alliance, surprisingly. Just
wow, maybe that was just a
Alliance.
math. No, he's just not doing comfortable on this BPM.
Oh.
It's an overall like a comfort zone thing. I do believe it. Like not comfort zone, maybe like physicality at this point. I think even though he's an amazing player, he just cannot deal with 225 BPM mini jack. While Gex is sort of just cruising along at a pretty nice 990.
Yeah, I think Sinon like saw the first couple breaks and might have just given up now. It don't seem like they were even playing the map properly if you look at the hits. Like hit lightning.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much a guaranteed point for Team Eliminate right now. Gex does find a break.
I mean, granted, it was kind of elimination attack here, so all things considered, this isn't even that much of a loss for Sinon. It's a big there's a huge chance he would have lost anyway, even without the trolling.
Yeah, just very unfortunate to see like a little choke on the very beginning, and I think Sinon just knew that they wouldn't win with that choke on the replay. So. But Gex still holding on amazingly, actually. 99.75, like one miss, is absolutely amazing for this kind of map. This map does have some breaks, so it's not nearly as stamina draining as I imagine it to be. Like, I thought it'd be like one continuous mini jack, for example.
Yeah, no, I do believe he's sort of just cruising along in this map and just having fun at this point. And yeah, I guess, as we said, holding that 990, which is, hey, in my opinion, impressive. Still, this pick is incredibly hard. I mean, I would argue it's probably one of the more difficult ones here. Just with the sheer, I guess, physicality needed to really pull it off here.
Yeah, so 20 BPM is very, very high for like a mini jack pig, and like, I mean, just look how like fast this is, like how uncomfortable these spotters are. Like we're seeing like some like little like, I don't know what to call them, like waves of jack, I suppose, like goes left and right and right. It's so difficult, so easy to mind block with these. Some triple jacks here as well, just blending in with some like tiny streams, some chills, and I think like two outlets as well. So like insanely difficult map, but Gex not struggling whatsoever, just finding one miss early on, still holding to a 9.7. I think it's like barely under 990 right now.
Yeah, it's somewhere around that, honestly, and yeah, 987, incredible score from him, and Sinon just sort of having fun here.
Yeah, Sinon was just pressing stuff.
Hey, W presses still. I wouldn't be able to 92 that. I mean, I don't know.
I think even if I played this properly, I think Sinon would have still won against me.
Yeah, no, this BPM is starting to be serious stuff here.
Dangerous stuff, but we're trading protects right now. Team OmaRa choosing a protect as well. Full jack to 154 BPM, full jack. It is on the shorter side of like not even 2 minutes.
But the BPM has spiked.
Yeah. Look at the star rating anyway, despite the short lane.
Yeah, I mean, team is just incredible.
It might be a little difficult, like 150 for full jack. It's gonna be like full jack is insanely. It's like quad in hands. I'm pretty sure mostly like it's so insanely dense, and the BPM isn't low either. Like we saw 160 BPM dense jack, which is like it doesn't come close to the density of full jack.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at the sheer territory of just like the map being just incredibly hard, and especially when you started looking at the more denser category of things, you're seeing the BPM spike incredibly high for what it is, and it's starting to get scary.
Yeah, this map is Absolutely terrifying. I suppose there's like hardly any breaks, just based on the length of like, maybe there's even none actually, in those an option.
Yeah.
Gex did find like the drops on the full jack before, and of course also Sinon's protect, so we might be seeing some potentially Gex drops as well, and Sinon still holding to 100%. I think it's like 1/300 maximum.
Yeah.
Or maybe 0 actually, as well. It could be still a million.
Yeah, no, not any. Oh, but he finds a little bit of a column lock, and Gex with a 3,000 point lead has those couple 200s alongside, I think, 100 or even a 50. Yeah, no, brutal. He just broke. He just didn't find himself in that sort of burst of patterns. And yeah, I mean, with that 15,000 point lead, it's gonna be pretty hard to recover.
Yeah, Sinon tripping up on those like bursts of like pretty much a quad ball, pretty much just like quad hand if I saw that correct. Like it's like dense. It's dense as it can be. Sinon just fighting some unfortunate column locks like before, like the plunge then a miss. So the scroll gap really just has gone all the way up. Gex still holding on to, I'm pretty sure like a double S as well. 99.98 and still holding on. It's absolutely spectacular. But here's like the second drop, and I think this will continue to the very end of the map. So if any breaks are to happen, they have to happen now.
Yeah. But no, Gex with a 999.354. Actually, I'm ratioing too, so I mean, right now, putting Sinon in a pretty bad position, right? As he is 2 points down, and I mean, the next pick is GX's, so we have to think that if he picks something that he has a pretty nice chance of winning at, he might be placed in that 2 picks to win territory, which is already very, very scary.
Yeah, this is a very bad sign for Sinon, of course, having lost their protect. Like the first breakpoint Sinon has given away was on the protect of full jack 2, so team eliminated in a very, very comfortable spot. And we're seeing pretty much an instant pick of quad stream, so going back to like the technical kind of maps, just trying to maybe Sinon might have some struggles on like the more technical picks, like what we've seen on like the mini jack. Just finding some break and just completely giving up, unfortunately. So I think it's like one of like the best picks GX could have chosen right now.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, that is sort of up his alley where Sinon maybe will not be able to play this as much.
Yeah, but interestingly enough, we haven't seen Eliminate like just yet. I think it's just been Gex versus Sinon pretty much the entire
Yeah,
match.
I mean, but he was in the chat here, so maybe he will reappear. Maybe he just doesn't have time right now. I don't know.
No, Eliminate is playing single player right now.
Oh.
So he is prepared to come in. Maybe just waiting for like the right pick or like whenever Gex is tired or something. It's really hard to tell if you just don't know the plan of the teams.
Yeah.
We're seeing the quad stream pick and Sinon struggling just a tiny bit, 9.6, gaining to 9.7, but still the one miss and the actually drop really messing them up. Gex does find an actually drop as well, but still combo lead makes the difference here. 4,000 points in favor of Gex right now.
Yeah.
Sim actually ahead when it comes to accuracy, just the one miss that really making the difference right now. Gex still holding on. to the 99.8, just a tiny bit behind Sinon. But the combo is really what's important right now for Gex. Just Gex really needs to hold on to the combo if they want a chance at winning this pick, and to give a breakpoint away just after pretty much winning one. But getting into, like, again, a very uncomfortable pattern, both players hitting it flawlessly.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty hard to recover from this point by Sinon, but we'll see. I guess if Gex finds a miss here, then we'll go towards Sinon, as his act is pretty good after that miss.
Yeah, Sinon's been recovering accuracy very consistently, pretty much, just gaining just all the time, pretty much. Gex matching Sinon's accuracy right now, but of course the one miss difference. If Gex finds a miss like now or like just soon enough, I think Sinon has a chance to win this. But of course, at the same time, Sinon really needs to hold on to the combo and accuracy as well if they want it to happen. But Gex is looking a tiny bit too comfortable on this map. 99.87 to the very ending. A little bit of a bounce or like a very, but doesn't really matter. No disconnects. Very good sign. Almost 6,000 points in favor of Eliminate right now. Gex still managing to out-ratio Sinon just a tiny bit, but Sinon, of course, making the one miss. That really made a difference.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of crucial here, and I guess with that, Sinon is in a very bad spot here, and we'll see what happens next. But it does not bode well for Sinon for now.
Yeah, Team Eliminated very far ahead. The score is currently 5-2, so very comfortable lead right now. But it is Sinon's pick right now, so I'm just really expecting Sinon to go like dance track 1, just based on like the performance before. Like, considering Sinon has won like the full Jack 1 and the Dance Jack 2 as well, so I mean Dance Jack 2 was such a small difference, but still a win is a win. But it seems like I was wrong. Sinon is going to pick Anchor Jack 2. It is a type of map we haven't seen in this match just yet, and like Anchor Jack maps are just like absolutely brutal. If you find like one small trip up, the whole anchor can be like column locked, for example. Like, it's such a dangerous pick overall. This one also being quite dense. It is almost 7 stars, but the BPM is not quite as high. It's only 151 BPM. Like, for example, Anchor Jack 1 is insanely fast at like 187 BPM. Like, I'll be very impressed if the players could like hit it consistently. But we're seeing the other one. It is a bit slower. It is also rather long, I'd say. The map just being shy of like 3 minutes long. Very stamina draining probably as well, but both players standing out very similarly. Gex still playing. Eliminated has not been seen in the match just yet. Already seeing some more difficult patterns, seeing the anchors come in. Volker is hitting them. Gex still holding on to a 9.99, Sinon dropping just a tiny bit before, and it's still like behind in terms of accuracy. But the difference is still very tiny. I will still like hold them pretty much tight on this pick right now. Yeah, Anchors are very uncomfortable as well, but Gex still holding on to a 9.99, absolutely insane.
Yeah, no, for now, both of the players are so even. It is absolutely insane what is happening right now.
Yeah, that's not being very stamina draining. As I said before, it's almost 3 minutes long, and we're only halfway through the song, and only being at 2,000 counts. A lot of time to like mess up in this pick, especially on like the anchors. Anchors are very scary. You're seeing on the anchor part, and then both players hitting it pretty much flawlessly. Both players having insane ratio right now. Gek still ahead. Neither player bugged by the anchors at all.
Yeah, I mean, no botters here. Seeing pure, amazing performances. And I guess we need to wait till the end of this song to really see who's in the lead. As Bancho today is being kind of mean with the amount of lag it gives us.
I think they're tied for you, man. I saw Gek up a couple 300 just a second ago, just looking out for 9.8. I think it's a difference of like 10, 300 maximum anyway. So I would still call them tied. The map is slowly closing in. It is almost 3 minutes long. Both players playing it pretty much the same. It is just a matter of like just a tiny bit of ratio, like one small ratio drop. The both players holding on to the same accuracy, and wait, who's going to win this?
Yeah, I have no idea at this point.
122 points in favor of Gex, 10 300s of a difference.
Wow.
That is so close.
Yeah, that is insanely close and actually pretty scary.
That is actually terrifying.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Gex absolutely insane right now. That guy has been on the fire this entire match. Just being able to outratio sit on a couple of the maps and also showing it just a tiny bit more consistency. Score lead 6-2, so a very comfortable spot for Team Eliminate right now. Having the pick as well, so they might be looking to close it after this map and just making it the bracket reset, which is definitely a possibility. Like, they have already guaranteed a tiebreaker anyway, so there's a lot of like comfort zone for them right now. Taking a little bit of a break. I mean, it is justified. Just being 1 point away from a bracket reset is definitely a little stressful.
Yeah, and also, yeah, you have to remember that after the bracket reset, they still play another match. So even if, I mean, this break is fully justified here, as it is going to be extremely hard to pull that stamina up for another cool match.
Yeah, Sinon definitely might start to struggle this stamina at one point. Just like, how long can you possibly play alone? As I said like this a couple times before, Nathaniel, of course, eliminated. Just being on the bench just for a tiny bit, maybe like preserving some stamina, like just waiting for the right pick to come in. Just Gex having this comfort of like having a second player right behind him, like supporting him. Sinon is on his own, so it might be a little more difficult for like stamina and consistency issues, but we are seeing 192 DPM Elijah too.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff here. And oh, another pick that is absolutely hard as hell to play. And I don't know, we'll see the outcome of this one, honestly. We just have to see this. This match has been sort of unpredictable up to this point. I don't really trust it.
I mean, we have seen some consistency issues when it comes to Sinon, like the 220 BPM mini jack. It's pretty much like the BPM is also very high. It is lower, of course, with like 30 BPM anyway, but still very high. And we have seen some ratio drops coming from Sinon as well. So Gex, if Gex holds on to this accuracy and this ratio, Gex will secure the bracket reset after this pick.
sort of what they're hoping for, and I do think next match we'll be seeing more of Eliminate. Oh, and I think we're definitely seeing a little bit more of Eliminate here in the bracket reset, as Sinon did not have that much luck in that specific kind of burst, and just dropping incredibly hard, securing that 38,000 point lead.
Yeah, Sinon finding even more misses. I think it's another case of Sinon just giving up of like a few breaks, just releasing the mini jack. So I'm like, I think I can say quite confidently that GX has already secured the bracket reset, and we will be seeing another match being played just after this one. Absolutely amazing match so far. We've seen some crazy difference. Like I think we've seen like one 300 of a difference. It was a miss, of course, but still. But then we also had like the 10-300 difference. Very, very close match on some of the maps as well. But Sinon fighting some inconsistency on the mini jack and like this light jack one pick as well. So Team Eliminate has secured the bracket reset right now. So the next match is pretty much do or die on this tournament.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you sort of have to think that this bracket reset will mean a lot here, and Sinon just being alone has to sort of carry this all throughout. I mean, you know, playing another full game of these incredibly hard jacks is gonna be quite exhausting.
Yeah, the players have already been playing for like 50 minutes, and Team OmaRa only scored 2 points so far, so we will be seeing a 10-minute rest for the players, so they can like recover some stamina or like just refresh the mind just a tiny bit. But Team Eliminate does win the grand finals, like the first round of grand finals, so we will be seeing the second one being played in just 10 minutes. And I am actually very excited to see what happens in the second one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, see, the bracket reset might be very, very interesting here.
Yeah, I think it can go both ways, but Team Eliminate has shown like a bit more like consistency and strength overall on this map as well.
I guess, yeah, I guess so.
Alright everybody, welcome back to the bracket reset of the grand finals of JHC Cup 2026. Team Eliminate has won the first match, like 7-2 I think, if I remember correctly, so OmaRa only scoring 2 points in the entire match. Sinon has been playing alone, unfortunately. However, Team Red has 2 players present, and only Gex has played in the first round, so there is still support behind Gex, so Omelette can come in whenever he would like, I'm pretty sure, so I think this is gonna be so interesting to see Sinon, the #1 Taiko player as well, being able to dominate in 4-key card jack. Absolutely amazing player as well.
Yeah, I mean, here this bracket reset has been kind of unpredictable, right? Since they won the first one, you just have to. I mean, since Sinon won the first one, you just have to think that. I mean, I was kind of thinking that Sinon would be the leader here overall, but he did lose a pretty marginal amount. So we'll see if Team Eliminate can sort of continue that pace into winning this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, Sinon has won against Team Eliminate before, even though they were playing alone as well. So Sinon not being able to keep up the performance in the first pretty much, well, like the first grand finals pretty much. So very interesting to see Sinon just struggling to keep the consistency at the grand finals level just a tiny bit. But we're seeing some different protects than on the first one. We're also seeing a mini jack protecting from Eliminate, but Sinon chooses difficult jack. How to protect this time around?
Hey, maybe hoping for the density of things to sort of carry him along the way. And I mean the difficulty, right? Because this is kind of like a boss fight.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Maybe Sinon's like betting on like, I don't really know. I think it's not just betting on their own like raw skill when it comes to jack to like make the pick go easier for them. But we're also seeing some bans. We are seeing Anchor Jack 1 ban coming from Team Eliminate, so we will not be seeing the 180, like I think 187 BPM anchors. I mean, that's fair. That is insanely fast.
Absolutely. So we'll just see what happens here. I mean, I don't know if Team OmaRa now wins. It's kind of, I don't know, third match.
Yeah, but Sinon actually choosing the same map as before as their ban, just choosing to ban within jack. They're trying to stay away from the technicality side of things. But we're seeing the first pick come from OmaRa, and it is Dense Jack 1. We did not see this map in the first set of grand finals, so no experience just yet when it comes to this one, so pretty much Sinon their first play on this map live.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm sure they have practice, but just we haven't seen their scores just yet.
Oh, you mean it like that? Okay, I thought he said something about sight reading, my bad. Yeah,
No.
Yeah, it's still interesting.
I mean, Sinon did score a win from the Dense Jack 2 in the first set, so I mean, it was very close, but still.
Yeah.
And we're also seeing the same duo as before, Gex versus Sinon, the entire first set of grand finals and the first pick of this one as well.
And as we're going into it, Sinon's starting off with a little bit of a lead, but actually this just evening out right now.
Yeah, it was a very, very tiny lead, and the players are pretty much tied. Xenon is still ahead just by a tiny bit, but it's really not that big of a difference. I think they are tied actually. Well,
Yeah.
they are tied. The players are actually tied right now. Okay, Gex. I think Gex manages to get
Having just a
tiny
couple
bit of-
perfects more, but Xenon with the column lock and dropping quite a lot with Gex regaining his lead by 2,000 points.
Yeah, still a very, very unfortunate column lock. We've seen like another one come in just now, just a few 200s dropped. So down to 99.8. Gex still very, very far ahead right now. 9.98, 2,000 score in the lead. So very comfortable difference for Gex right now. It will be very, very difficult for someone to make a comeback from this. Just really need to hope Gex finds like a very nasty actually drop or like a miss, even if they want a chance at winning the first pick. But Gex very, very consistent in the first set, so I'm like fully expecting them to play just as good as they have before. I mean, we have seen some gold-like performance from Gex, and I am not even exaggerating right now.
Yeah, I don't. This is quite incredible.
Gex still holding on to 9.98, still on recovering accuracy. The score lead has not increased since the accuracy drops, but no misses coming from Gex nor Sinon actually, just the accuracy difference between those two, but Gex absolutely consistent. 9.98 still, like 3,000 notes into the song, and his accuracy has not dropped one time. And it looks like Gex will be receiving the first breakpoint on the first pick of the grand finals.
Wow, okay. And yeah, Gex straight up just taking this point. I mean, to be fair, Sinan did have the giant column lock, but he still didn't have ratio, so all things considered, I mean, Gex just kind of played this pick just a bit better.
Yeah, even if Sinon had not like called the column locks, I think it would have still been on Gex's side just by ratio alone. Again, it would have been only like 10-300s again, but still, any points is a win for the team. So, and even a single like 300 really matters in this map pool because like, look at the ratios we're seeing. Like those ratios like absolutely insane. It's like 9.98 quite consistently. So. Very, very
Yeah.
difficult. It is Team Red's pick, and we are seeing Elijah 2 again. We did see this map in the first set of Grand Finals, and Gex won quite comfortably at like almost 100,000 points. But I'm pretty sure Simon has trolled just a tiny bit after catching some misses. So probably not Simon's like full performance, but still Gex being able to like play at like a 999 level, just barely like 60 points off like a 999k.
Yeah. I mean, these performances along this whole double match here, the bracket reset, is being truly just a little bit too crazy. I do believe we are going into that direction where the game is just starting to get very, very ridiculous.
Yeah, Gex actually improving their accuracy just a tiny bit as well. 9. Oh no, Gex finds some 200s as well, but and the lead goes to Sima right now, like almost 1,000 points. So still in a quite comfortable lead. Gex fighting some unfortunate misreads from what I saw. I'm not quite sure, but Gex dropped just a tiny bit of accuracy, but is gaining it back up right now. Still holding on very, very strong. And just needs to hold combo and the accuracy if they want to win. Breakpoint back.
I mean, this would sort of be needed here, right? As he doesn't want to be in that, no, a little bit, a few points down spot again, as it turned out to be pretty catastrophic last time, right? So here, I mean, he would really need to hope for this breakpoint to try to reset this match once again into that even point.
Yeah, but still playing way better than what we've seen in the first set. Just being able to like rest just a tiny bit. So Sinon being able to put up an amazing performance right now at 9 up and 97. Still 2,000 points ahead of Gex, but we're still seeing some not very dense, but denser parts. And Sinon does find the break. This is exactly what Gex needed.
Oh
Gex
my god.
still holding on. 9 up and 91. Accuracy is pretty much tight, but Gex has the combo advantage. And Gex will be winning this pick as well.
Oh
very,
my
very
god.
close up until the very end. 5,000 points of a difference. That one miss, one clean miss from Sinon is really what it took for Gex to take it.
Absolutely incredible. And just a kind of sad anti-fluke situation for Sinon, right? Had it in the bag and then just one miss, really making him kind of regret that he missed here. I mean, especially because this score is just so amazing. I mean, it's still 16 perfect difference from Gex. I mean, yeah, no, he's in a pretty bad spot right now. Still getting his potentially first point here. We're gonna see what happens. I sort of pray for him to win his pick.
Sinon choosing their attack for their second pick. We'll be seeing typical Jack. Very, very scary map. I would even call this like a mini tiebreaker myself. $175 BPM. It is not quite as long. It is like just barely above 2 minutes, but we are seeing what we hope for. We are seeing Nathaniel come in from this one.
Wow. Yeah. Hello, hello. This is his kind of debut here for this match, I guess double match. And yeah, I guess we'll see how he performs. I mean, he has been playing this whole time, so he's not unwarmed.
Yeah, Nathaniel has been playing pretty much throughout the entire like match length of like the first set and like this one map as well. So Nathaniel very well warmed up as well, just giving Gex a tiny bit of breathing room so like he can catch a break. So it's also really like good to see the second player come in as well. I mean, Sinon has been playing alone pretty much the entire tournament. During the break, I took just a tiny bit of like the match history of like Team OmaRa, and Eternalize has played one map.
Wow. You know what? Don't want to throw shade here, right? But the Eternalize didn't really get put into use here, did he? He kind of is just coasting on Sinon's pure skill.
Yeah, but as expected, we are seeing some misses coming from both players. Nathaniel dropping just a tiny bit more and more often as well. Sinon just a tiny bit more comfortable on this one, so it looks like Nathaniel is struggling just a tiny bit, and Sinon just very comfortable on this one. 9 up and 8 on this kind of map. I'd call it like 175 somewhere in between like dense jack or full jack. It's very, very dense for like this BPM as well.
Yeah, it is just incredibly difficult. I mean, there's no... I think everybody kind of struggles on this, as even Sinon, that seems to be very, very comfy on this. Right now is only holding around like a, what did he miss? 980? No, even less, probably. 977.
I think it could still be just a tiny bit less, because there's some like a couple misses on like a 400 combo. But still, just very, very far ahead of Nathaniel right now.
Yeah, it's 80,000 points.
Yeah, unless like Sinon stops playing for like a second, I don't think there's any chance of Nathaniel to make a comeback right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's just struggling on this map, and to be fair, this map is incredibly hard.
I mean, yeah, like, it is absolutely insane. Nathaniel just barely holding onto the S rank, just trying the best to get the S rank, and Sinal just playing like it's nothing, 9.7 with a couple of misses. That guy is like a whole different story. I think it's just the matter of like Nathaniel just struggles a tiny bit. Just because of like the long mania break, I think.
No, the axe sort of stays, but the physicality, that takes a while to truly recover. And while in his peak, he would be able to play this easily. Right now, it is a little bit tough for him.
Yeah, unfortunately, not getting the S rank, 94%, just 1% off. But still, I think what's most important about Nathaniel coming in for this one is that Gex gets to rest just a tiny bit.
Yeah. And an amazing score from Sinon. That just, don't want to especially eliminate once again, but like comparing those two scores, you see who has the higher comfort zone here. And we're seeing the mini Jack pick, the one that has kind of slain Sinon in the last one. We're seeing it repeat.
Yeah, still not having a great time on the mini Jack before. I think I also got like a 94% A rank on that one.
Yeah.
Alright, we are back. Sorry for the sounds. But I had to sneeze a couple of times. But we're seeing Gex come back in. As expected, honestly, Gex being able to perform absolutely amazingly. Before, still, as I said before, not having a great time. Just, I think dropping just a tiny bit in the very beginning. I think they got like a couple misses and like 200s as well. And then just proceeds to completely give up on the map, I think.
Yeah. We'll see if he can play a little bit better now.
Yeah, if Xenon hits like the first patterns, like unlike on the first attempt, I think they will not give it up like before.
I mean, yeah, you just have to sort of think that in particular, I don't think this pick is pretty comfy. Yeah, Sinan, no, he stroked. No, I don't think he likes this map.
Yeah, I don't think he likes the map as well. Just pressing, I suppose, 90%.
Yeah, no, I do truly believe that he just hates this map, and this is like his way of protest.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think Gex can just like chill out just a tiny bit. Doesn't really have to like get scored like amazing like 9.87 he's holding right now to win this. Like Sinon just not
he doesn't
playing.
know yet, right?
Yeah, I don't think Gex knows what Sinon has been up to.
Damn, that is quite astonishing. He went 20% more down from the original score.
Just a small downgrade, I'd say.
People are asking if he's playing with his feet, but the real question is, why does he not like this map as much? Why is this the map that threw him over the edge of stability into 73%ing on the grand finals?
I think it is just my guess, but I think it's the long notes on like the very beginning of the first drop. Like we're seeing some kind of like you have to like hold a note and then jack with the other finger. So I think that's
just
why.
simple like Alan Rice coordination though.
No, no, it's not. I think it's on the same hand, but it's like long notes on the same like that begins the same like snap as the jack. So maybe that's like why Sinon doesn't really like this map. But still, even if still, he's not even playing like right now, like at all. I mean, I guess he gets a little bit of a break. Gets to recover some stamina.
Nah, bro. He's just pissed at this particular map. I have no idea why.
Yeah. Yeah, there's absolutely no chance of making a comeback right now. Like, it's just done and dusted. What else can I say? Since I'm not playing like half of the map anyway. Nothing to say.
I mean, dude, 600,000 points of lead. Might be unrecoverable at this point. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, no,
might be pretty. Yeah, it might be pretty unrecoverable.
Nah, there is still a chance.
I think the only thing that could happen is a cosmic bit flip, allowing the score to gain one more zero at the end for a 2.7 million. Alright, I guess, bro.
A supernova explodes and it makes like this also scoring reverse.
Truly impressive score here. But right now it is his pick, so this D-rank looks incredible, holy.
I mean, 1,000 misses. What else could he have gotten anyway?
Nah, because I'm beginning to think Gex is cheating. I mean, look. Still don't get a D-rank, so... It's like, how is he getting a 99.6?
It's suspicious behavior. Yeah, but I don't know why. Exactly, Sidon just decides not to play a map. I don't even know if this can like... I think this is like tournament ban territory, potentially, if it just doesn't want to play a map, just doesn't play it at all, like live. In grand finals too.
I think you can do that. There has been a guy playing the trombone during an MWC 70 match.
What?
Yeah, I think it was 2015. Someone got like $10 to that trombone during a pick on live.
See, but we're seeing a map we haven't seen before. You're seeing Jag Mixture 1, a very famous song, 680 BPM Born Slippy. A very famous, like, difficult twice ranked map. But it is not the map. It is, of course, not like the very difficult one we've seen the rank. It is a Jag pick custom.
But still, we are seeing the funny song.
Yeah, the funny song is the funny song. Again, Gex versus Tunan. Gex still being able to hold on to 100%. I mean, classic. It is just the intro, so nothing worth noting right now, but still, as I said before, even a couple 300 that Sima has already got might make a difference in the end.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty important here to keep that 1 million pace for as long as you possibly can. Especially that, you know what, this map might be pretty consistent. You know, they're probably used to the song at this point, but never mind, it's kind of techy. Whoa, goddamn. Yeah, no, this is just a little bit technical here.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. It is a Jag mixture after all, so it is one of the more technical picks anyway. But the Gex still being able to hold to a 99.99, absolutely amazing performance right now. Sinon is playing. Unfortunately, he is playing 9.97, still very close behind, but not very far off. I think he's still got a good chance of winning this one if Gex finds even a minor slip up.
I mean, you have to remember, this song is just long, man. It's like, there's a lot of places for Gex to potentially mess up here if Sinon keeps up the FC with a pretty good ratio. I mean, he might get this pick, right? It is his pick, so I think he might be pretty comfy on it.
Yeah, definitely. So the lead is still on Gex's side. The Gex is dropping, I mean not Gex is dropping, still recovering it up to 98. The difference is so tiny anyway. It's like, I don't know, like 70 points of a difference between those two. Still being able to hold the full combo. The song is very long, also very fast, 170 BPM. For the map, of course, the song is faster, it says in the title.
But yeah, no, the difference right now, actually Bancho calmed down so you can really see, but the difference just being like 60 points or something. Oh, never mind. Right as they say that, Sinon gets a 200.
Yeah, unfortunate. Sinon does find a 200 and the lead. The funny number! It was 727!
727!
Yeah, but it's not 727 anymore. The lead is again fluctuating just a tiny bit as we get into like the more technical, like difficult patterns.
Oh, will we get the funny number? I'm just looking at the score right now. But yeah, no, both players doing incredibly good, but the Sinon, that unlucky 200. Oh! My bad, I did curse him. I did miss, and now Texas at a 4,000 score lead.
But Gex does find the miss as well, but Gex's accuracy has not dropped quite as much, so I think Gex will still be in the lead after the 400 combo. You know, like the maximum
combo
for like
cap.
the multiplayer, yeah, the combo cap. So yeah, still 3,000 points in favor of Gex. There's only like a quarter of the map left, so very comfortable lead anyway.
Remember, quarter of the map, but this map is 5 minutes long, so potentially, right, as the stamina gets lower and lower, we might see more trip ups.
Yeah, Gex finds another miss. It's very close. It is slowly going to the blue team side, and Sinon is currently in the lead at like 600 points. There's not much of the map left. There's not much time to slip up for Sinon, so it is a very tall task to make a comeback of like 1,000 points right now for Gex. So
And I guess Gex was just born slippy. He slipped up just a little bit. I need to shut up. But slipped up just a little bit, securing Sinon the lead of 1,000 points. And this is pretty scary. I mean, Sinon might get the second point here.
yeah, it seems like the map is slowly coming to an end. There's not much score left to get. I think 1,000 points is going to stay. Sinon most likely will be receiving their second points after this very interesting drill.
Whoa.
Yes, Sinon does score 993 on this map and being able to score a second point right now as well.
And this is incredibly good for him here. And I mean, we can see just the ratio difference of 20, just 21, which is not a lot, but one more miss, and that really did it.
Yeah, just a very unfortunate second miss from Gex. If it had not happened, Gex would have taken it. Because we've seen Gex was ahead after the first drop anyway. So Gex just finding a couple of unfortunate misses and like accuracy drops later on as well. And that is what really made the difference between those two.
Yeah, for now it's just we need to see how this match unveils, because I do believe Sinon has like quite a good chance to recover this. He's in, you know, he won this particular pick, which is very exhausting. If he can continue that with his stamina, I mean, that might do a lot of good for him.
Yeah, we have seen this one before. This was the first pick of like the first set, so Gex managed to take away on this one, so looking to like replicate the scores from before, I suppose. It was a small difference of like only like 800 points. It was like only a ratio difference. Neither player got like 200 and the player got a miss or like no actual drops, just a ratio difference between those two. So I think it's like one of the more dangerous picks, I'd say. I think there are picks that did show like a bigger difference when it comes to like GX winning.
Starting off, I mean, this pick was pretty scary for both of the players. They were so close that I wonder if it will sort of be the same way here.
Yeah, both players pretty much tied up right now. I don't think we have seen any 300 drops just yet. I think, yeah, Gex is still in the lead. I think it's still potentially 1 million score as well. And we're seeing exactly what we saw on like the first pick of the first set. Xenon just struggling to keep the ratio up just a tiny bit on this map, while GX is still being able to like completely sharpshoot this one.
Both of them are insanely close, but GX seems to have that like at least 100-point lead, I think, right now. So not that good for Sinon. I guess it just has to hope for like a little bit of a ratio drop from GX.
Yeah, it is roughly the same as before, but I think that is actually like 200 points, maybe like 300 potentially. GX goes up to 9.99. Xenon is still just a small margin behind, so like not that big of a difference, but I think this can still go either way. Even if it's like one minus slip up from like GX, it still goes to Sinon. And if this just holds, if this still gets this point, but Sinon both find like an actually drop down to 9.93, and GX is 1,000 points in the lead right now.
Yeah, and Sinon, I mean, this is truly sad here, as this was such a close pick in the beginning, right? In the first match, but now it has sort of turned into and Sinon misses, and this is not gonna be a close pick at all. Gex will pretty much take this, as he is very, very comfortable and consistent on this pick.
Yeah, Gex being able to hold amazing ratio on this map like 2 times in a row. The first score was absolutely insane, and this one is looking to match the first one, so absolutely amazing performance on this song coming from Gex. Sinon does find some unfortunate breaks and like misses on the second one here, but still 999 for Gex. Absolutely amazing. 1,238 300s. Absolutely spectacular score. Sinon, that was actually an Elon break, I think. It was a 50.
Yeah, it was a break on that land in a totally classic for Jackhouse fashion. But sadly, this did sort of make him lose this, so maybe we shouldn't be celebrating it that much. Although it is his pick right now, so maybe we'll see a little bit of a recovery.
Yeah, it is Sinon's pick right now, but still, Team Eliminate is ahead. Even if Sinon wins the next one, so it is still very, very dangerous for Team OmaRa right now. And I'm just fully expecting Sinon to go for one of the full jacks again, because we've seen like an amazing performance on those, even like the drops like the second one. Still very, very amazing performance. Just Sinon being able to play like the difficult jacks absolutely spectacularly, so.
Yeah, this is just what you're looking for. This is just what you're looking. Yeah, especially, yeah, for sure. Full jack too. And this is what you're looking for from Sinon. Just that amazing full jack performance, you know? Totally do get why he picked this as... I mean, I don't think it went well last time, the specific full jack too.
No,
so
it didn't.
Oh, it
Actually,
did?
Sinon lost in terms of ratio, combo, and accuracy. Like all three aspects, Sinon did play the map overall worse than Gex.
Wow. Alright then, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see this pick. I was like fully expecting like full Jack 1 instead, where actually Sinon did win. And Gex did find the slip up, so I'm not quite sure if that is the correct choice when it comes to full Jack, but maybe it was like an unfortunate joke that Sinon got, and maybe he just feels confident on this map anyway.
I mean, you'd think so if he wants to pick it right now, right?
Yeah, I guess we will see. Still finding a couple breaks every now and then, but even if he had FC for the first time around, he still would have lost when it comes to like accuracy and ratio alone.
That is correct. And as we're going into this pick, I'm just really wondering how this will go for Sinon. If you'll get that unfortunate misses, these unfortunate misses and the lowered accuracy, or will he be able to kind of do it easy and just kind of coast along this time?
Yeah. Gex, no, they're tied. They're actually tied. There's no difference between those two just now. Gex find the first drop of the pick, so it is not a good sign for Team Eliminate right now. Sinon is like 6,000 points in the lead right now. Sinon gone up to 100% for a second there. They have like 4 300s right now, so this is absolutely an amazing score right now. Gex with the mace, and I think a minor actually dropped on top of it as well, so a very, very bad sign for Team Red.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Sinon is holding that nearly 1 million, and Gex with that break, it just does not bode well for them, as you said, but I just want to see the final score that Sinon says, because I believe this one could be like a total bombshell. Holy.
Yeah, Sinon back to 100% with like a couple 300s. This ratio is probably like among the best we have seen in this match, so now I totally get why Sinon picked this one.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to see the final score because this looks truly incredible.
999.7, 11 300s. How?
15 difference from Gex. Just want to point that out, that Gex's score is not bad at all, actually, being amazing, but just kind of overshadowed from the 11 perfects on a grand finals pick. Oh my god. And
how are they doing this?
And you have to remember, this song, even though short, it is full jack, so the combo cap itself, I mean, like the combo amount, isn't even that low. It's 2,500.
Yeah, as well. It's only 2 minutes. It's not even 2 minutes long. It's pretty much TV size, but still.
No, but like, think about it. It's so dense. 2,500 combo, and he just only does 11 perfects on that.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane as well. Yeah, this is definitely one of the best scores we have seen at this match and the match before.
I would argue that best.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely insane.
Wow, that's just a highlight. Besides the D rank, I mean, this might be the best one. No, you have to appreciate the D rank, man.
Yeah.
To do that, you know, it takes some courage to do that in a grand finals match. I would argue that score is arguably more ballsy than the 999.7.
Yeah, but we're seeing a quad stream pick coming from Team Eliminate, so
fair. Actually fair.
Yeah, it is definitely a very, very good pick. We've seen Sinon get a minor slip up on this one as well, finding a mace. And also some more accuracy drops on top of it. The ratio is almost the same. It's just that Gex really hold on to the combo and Sinon did not. So probably looking to replicate that again. I mean, it is very interesting to see if the players are able to even like improve their scores from before. Like just now, Sinon improved the ratio on like the full jack we just saw by 4 times.
Yeah, but like now you have to kind of wonder you're in the qual stream pick, right? I mean, Gex is showing better proficiency at light jack. That's the first thing I'm gonna have to note. The second thing to note here. Do you remember what BPM the famous quad stream map II is?
Do I remember?
Yeah, do you remember? I know
Not
the
quite.
answer. It is 180 BPM, right? This pick we're seeing right now is 204.
Just a little fast.
It's not just a little fast, man. This is incredibly hard.
Yeah, but quad stream is definitely not the map you can like get such a ratio on like we saw on the full jack. Like 99.9. I think it's that easy to get it on like a quad stream. On like the more technical fakes, just very hard to ratio. And the players starting off pretty much similarly. The lead is slightly on Gex's side, just a bit of a banjo lag that makes it like that's still on ahead.
Yeah, I mean, but right now you cannot really tell. They're all playing this just so well. I did see this pick is kind of less dense than I think so. At least there's that going for them. I just saw that quad stream 204 BPM. I got kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, already halfway through the song, and they're pretty much there when it comes to actually. Gex does find a minor slip when it comes to accuracy. I think it's like a 100, 200 as well. So giving like 1,000 points to sit on just for now, but there's still like wiggle room for Gex to make a comeback, of course, to miss anyway. So I guess we'll see how this happens. We're seeing all like the more denser patterns of this map. Sidon slightly dropping accuracy while Gex is recovering, so the lead is slightly shrinking right now.
Yeah, you kind of expect that though. No, we're just gonna see what happens here. I am thinking though, this might end up pretty close. And right now, Bancho is having a total stroke. But will Bancho recover? And will we see Sinon score? Please, Bancho bot, please. Bancho, hello.
Okay, we are back.
As one famous philosopher said, hello, Cartus.
Yeah, but for a second I thought Sinon has disconnected from the match, but it seems we are back, just like a minor internet lag. But still, Sinon is just ahead, just by a tiny bit, even like a couple 200s, even one can make it so that Gex will win this one. But I don't think Sinon will be hitting any of them. And Sinon takes it. 445 points for Sinon.
Wow,
very
this
close.
was incredibly close. Yeah.
Yeah, Gex finding like 4 more 300s only, and like the 100, of course, Ali made like the difference. The 100, very unfortunate coming from Gex, could have still won the points, but that was actually insane. So Team OmaRa does get the break point right now. And if they just trade their own picks, like the next 2 picks each, we'll be seeing a tiebreaker for this one.
A bracket reset and a tiebreaker would go absolutely insane.
Yeah, that would go hard.
That would be like a match of all time for the Jack community.
That is right. We're seeing full Jack 1. Sinon does juke full Jack 1. Very justified, I'd say. Just the performance of full Jack 2 alone, I think, is enough to justify this one.
That was murder, and then, I mean, the full Jack 1 went incredibly well for the first time too.
I mean, yeah, Sinon of course got an amazing score on this one, the first set as well, but like, the performance on the full Jack 2 we saw like a couple maps ago was absolutely insane. Like, if I played full Jack like that as well, I would have just picked it immediately.
Yeah, you would want to play full Jack like that.
I wish I could play full Jack like that.
No, but I do think this is an incredible TV pace here. You might actually see it.
Yeah, I am very excited to see the tiebreaker, of course, between these two players. Just saying, it's a tiny bit of a break, players catching their breath, I suppose. The Bancho just doesn't like us quite as much as we thought.
No, I don't know. I don't know like what you're smoking, but I want some. Bancho hates Osu players.
I see.
Always hated them. Just that bot is just mean.
Alright, but we are starting. Sinan, just absolutely amazing performance. As I said a couple times already, just amazing from the full jack. But we have seen some chunks in the full jack as well, so it is very, very scary as well, just coming in. Gex is currently in the lead just by a tiny bit. It is like a 50-point difference between the two players, but this map is a long one. It is almost 3 minutes long.
Yeah, so this one might kind of unravel both ways, right? Because you have to remember that the longer pick sort of punish you less for ratio. Instead, you have way more of that consistency aspect, where it's more of a combo game more than anything. And like, not even a combo game because everyone FCs here anyway. It's more like you know, do you have enough stamina for this specific pick, and can you keep up like that metronome pace of play for that amount of time?
Yeah, but Gex finds it very unfortunate, like column lock, misread something, just dropping a lot of accuracy in combo as well, down to 99.6. Sinan is already like 7,000 points in the lead, so it's looking very grim for Team Eliminate right now. And Gex finds a repeat, another accuracy and combo drop, just very, very bad sign. Sinan still falling to a 9 up and 99.
Yeah, what can you do against that?
Yeah, Sinan, absolutely amazing performance. 99.91. Gex just shy of a 99%, but I suppose it is justified. The full jack is very easy to like column lock on and very easy to misread as well, just because there's so many nodes on the screen anyway. But 40,000 in the lead right now, I think there's a chance of making a comeback for Gex right now.
Maybe just a little bit.
I would think so. Yeah, Gex just quadding everything right now. Gex has most likely given up. Never mind. Gex is playing again, but 90,000 in the lead for Sinan and still rising. Gex finding a couple breaks every now and then.
I mean, yeah, what it is just pretty sad here. Gex just found a very unfortunate chain of events that kind of just made him straight up lose, and I think even the rage is just a bit different.
Yeah, but it's okay. I guess Gex also had some time to like recover stamina as well, even if I feel like they knew they would not win this one. 104,000 points in the lead for Sinan. Just I want to mention that's an amazing score. And 999 yet again, coming from Sinan, and we're seeing a timeout for Team Eliminate. Yeah, just needing a tiny bit of a break, maybe to cool down a bit, rest, or like think about the next picks.
You know, at this point, it's probably mainly just a stamina thing, right? I mean, they have been playing for like, what, 2 hours now?
Yeah, they have been almost like 2 hours in the match. Of course, we had like the 10-minute break in between the first set and the bracket reset.
But that's still...
Yeah, 10 minutes is still not enough to like completely rest and like start like playing fresh.
You know, you have to remember, they were warming up before the match. So
yeah,
that adds like an hour or even 2 hours to the session overall. That is already quite dangerous for your hand session, and add the you know, like the strain of just playing Jack, because that one is particularly just very physical, you know, like very injury prone. This is dangerous. A carpool tunnel tournament.
Yeah, they have been playing for a long time. Of course, Eternalize is not online, so Sinon is playing alone, definitely. We've seen Nathaniel come in for one pick as well, so like Gex could have got like a bit of a break as well. But the majority of those two grand final sets were just like Gex versus Sinon anyway.
Yeah. I don't know if we shall, I guess, call it a sad or something along those lines. I mean, definitely would like to see a little bit more of Eternalize this tournament. He only did play one match, so...
Not even one match. Eternalize has played one map in the entire tournament.
Yeah, so... L, I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, Sinon playing solo most of the time anyways, so... I think it's like I'm very impressed by both players' stamina actually being able to play for this long and like such difficult maps as well for like such amazing ratio. It's like absolutely like out of the world experience right now.
Oh, yeah, no.
Bless you.
Thank you. Oh, but yeah, no, I fully agree with you. It's kind of, you know, sad that Eternalize, especially in the grand finals, cannot help anyhow, as, you know, you're kind of in that spot where the stamina is just going to run out during that, just purely gigantic match length of, I mean, 1 hour and 55 minutes as of current.
Yeah, this is like definitely among like the longest matches I have ever seen. So getting tired is very normal. So I'm just wondering what Gex will be picking next.
Yeah.
Because like the technical like picks have run out already. You have seen mini jag, you have seen Board Stream, and the one mix check as well. So there's like one mix check, I suppose. But you can also like bet on like Gex's ratio alone as well. But is this like a much more like dangerous territory just because Senna's like amazing at like ratioing these maps as well?
Yeah, this is starting to become quite unpredictable here. I mean, you know, we started going to that level where they sort of exhausted every like fully, I guess, comfortable pick is what I'm guessing. And now we might have to see some anchors or something like that. But I am seeing overall from how this tournament is going for now, they are not fans of the anchor jacks here. They really don't want to play them, so I guess they're just gonna avoid them for however long they can.
Yeah, but we're seeing Lijack 1, we're seeing Glitch yet again.
Yeah, and I mean, Sinon was having a good run on that up until a break, from what I remember.
Yeah, it was the very close map. It was like the 1/300 of a difference, but the one miss from Sinon like really made him lose. It's a very dangerous pick, as I said before.
Yeah.
I made the BPM very high. 195 BPM after playing for like 2 hours at the very least. That is very tiring and difficult to do.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you look at the fact that there's not a lot of people that have the 195 BPM just fully in their comfort zone. You know, it sort of is just very hard to pull off. For that to be able to be like, you know, comfortable, especially after like 2 or 3 hour sessions right now that we're gonna see.
Yeah, just waiting for the players to get into the right slots. Sinon is in Gex's slot right now, so just a bit of an extended break, I suppose.
Yeah.
I think this map is like most likely just like a combo different. I've seen like Sinon like this only once. but the BPM is so insanely fast. It's very easy to like even miss one note just by not seeing it properly.
Yeah.
Like if you were to ask me, I think this would be like just a small ratio difference based on like the comfort zone, like one miss, like that's pretty much it.
Yeah. This pick is genuinely just a little bit insane and mean and all the aspects, right? I mean, just the BPM alone. Also, the patterns are not that forgivable. They genuinely are pretty hard.
Well, starting out from the intro, Gex with a very small accuracy lead right now. Both players are 400 combos just from the intro, getting into like the fast patterns already. And both players hitting those very, very comfortably anyway. Like the ratios have not changed pretty much.
Yeah.
But still on boss farm, like I think it was like a 200, like a 100, so there is just a tiny accuracy drop when it comes to Sinon. So Gex is in the lead currently, but like I'd say about like 300, 400 points.
Yeah, but that is still incredibly unsafe for him.
Yeah, it is not that big of a difference, but if Gex manages to hold on to like the same ratio, like just a tiny bit of ratio, and like not miss at all, like drop like mid 100s. But Gex does find some 200s here, and Sinon is currently in the lead in actually end score as well. It is a very, very small lead, so it's still... This could go either way, I think.
Yeah, for sure. This has been so far so unpredictable. My brain is just kind of tired of this. If I were to be like honest, this match has been so incredibly just unpredictable that my brain is hurting. You gotta put it out there, man.
Fair, but Sinon does find a small action job while Gex is recovering, so Gex is currently in the lead. Last like few hundred notes left, and there's no misses going on, and Gex does score another point for the team. 655 points in favor of Gex. Same 200 count, just the ratio difference, as I said before. No misses coming from either player, but Sinon just struggling to keep up Gex's ratio just a tiny bit.
Yeah. Pretty unfortunate.
That was actually an insane clutch coming from Gex, just being able to like come out on top just from the ending.
Yeah. Wait, does this mean it's another bracket reset if Sinon wins? Because I'm not getting this anymore.
No?
No?
No, the winner of this one just wins the tournament.
Oh. Oh yeah, I might be a little special. It's just, you know, commentating after 2 hours, you just sort of start losing brain cells. But it is fine. We are balling right now, and hopefully we get to see an interesting TB here. I mean, they just need to trade their picks one last time.
There's only one pick left for both teams. And we have 4 moves available from what I'm seeing. It is Dense Jack 2, Mid Jack 2, Anchor Jack 2, and Mix Jack. All the 2s pretty much. We have seen Dense Jack in the first one. Also seen Anchor Jack in the first one. The Mid Jack and Mix Jack we have not seen just yet.
Yeah. So even though we have technically are playing a bracket reset that was very close, we have not seen all the picks. So interesting.
Yeah, we have seen this one before. Dense Jack 2 was played in the first set, where Sinon came out on top by just 11,300. It was like 156 points for Sinon on this one, so it was very close last time, and it's most likely also going to be very close this time around.
Yeah.
Wait, did someone pick the wrong map?
Could be.
Yeah, someone just said Anchor Jack 2, so we'll be waiting for the confirmation if someone can, like, change the pick. But it's very interesting to see, because we have also seen Anchor Jack 2, and actually Gex won that one.
Yeah.
Also by like a very small margin as well. The difference for like Anchor Jack 2 was 10,300. For Dance Jack 2 it was like 11,300 between the two players. It is so insanely close for those two maps.
Yeah, so are they gonna change?
Yeah, it is Gex's call if he accepts like the change to Anchor Jack 2.
I hope he does. I mean, it's solidarity, right?
Alright, so we are seeing... Yeah, Gex accepts, so we'll be seeing Anchor Jack 2. The one Gex actually came out on top on the first set. Because for Dance Jack 2, it was Silent who was the one to win.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see this one. Because Team Eliminated has banned Anchor Jack 1 like the very fast like a 187 BPM one. But this one is much more like dense, I'd say. It's like much more stamina draining as well, almost 3 minutes long.
Yeah. Roof nuke.
There isn't many breaks in this one as well.
This one's a very important pick here. Because potentially, I mean, if Sinon wins this, right? And if he gets lucky or just totally kills it on the next pick, he can win this without taking it to tiebreakers.
Yeah, but it's very important as it is also like Sinon's last pick. Like, even if Sinon wins this one, he will not be able to pick another map, so this Anchor Jack 2 pick is the last one he will get to pick. Gex still in the lead, just by a tiny bit. It is 99.99 versus 99.98, so like a very small difference, but still, Gex is in the lead by just a tiny bit. I mean, we have seen Gex outperform Sinon on this one in the first set.
Yeah. That is...
Almost halfway through the song, and it's actually Sinon who is like just a tiny bit ahead. I think it's like 100 points of a difference between the two players. Still playing this one very comfortably and consistently.
I mean, this is just like kind of a final test of their consistency. If they can pull it off here, if any one of them can do a double win by win here, right?
Yeah, but Gex misses.
Oh,
Gex
and
finds a miss.
and Sinon takes this probably.
I mean, I guess we'll see. There's still some anchors left. It was a rather clean miss, I'd say for myself. Not even 5,000 points for Sinon right now. Gex will need to hold on now. He wants any chance of taking this one. Because if Sidon wins the Anchor Jack 2, they have pretty much guaranteed a tiebreaker at least. And we have seen Sidon perform amazing on the difficult jack.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Sidon needs to miss. If Gex wants a chance at winning this point, last 100,000 score, still 5,000 points in favor of Sidon, a little bit less actually. Gex is recovering, but Sidon is holding the 99.98, so after amazing score from Sidon. Last few notes, and Sidon takes it home, 999.4 yet again.
Yeah. Absolutely crazy stuff. And I think he actually score matched one of the picks for sure. Someone got the exact same score this match. I don't know if it was on this map. I don't think so, right?
I am going to verify that.
There was someone that got the same exact number. I am sure of that.
No.
No?
No.
Okay,
The
that might have
closest
been
is Gex on like the very first pick at 99.416.
Yeah. 3 points of difference in between, but like, yeah, no, absolutely crazy stuff. And I'm wondering, I mean, it is Eliminate's pick, and Team Eliminate's pick, but can they, can Sinon not win this one here? Because I mean, that would just save them the tiebreaker, right? Anybody who's playing in that sort of nervous situation would want that.
And this is a very interesting pick to see. We're seeing Dennis Jack 2, the map Sidon picked by accident just a second ago.
Yeah.
So Dennis Jack 160 BPM, one of the longer ones at 3 minutes long. It is Sidon's tournament points. If Sidon takes this one home, Sidon wins the entire thing.
I'm a superstar.
It's also very worth remembering that unlike the Anchor Jack 2 in the first set, Gex was the one to win, but lost on this one. And for this one, it was Sidon who won on the first one. So potentially, there is a chance they could like trade, but I think it's still very difficult. Still, it is a 3 minute long Dennis Jack pick. This late into your session, I think they have played for like 2.5 hours at the very least right now, so very stamina draining anyway.
Yeah, it's just gonna be interesting if they can deal with this. I for sure know from like my own experience that I wouldn't be able to play like this after such a long session.
Yeah, they have been playing for a long time. Both players are like definitely tired. And it seems Gex is ready to go. Just a very close match. I am actually rooting so that we get to see the tiebreaker as like the the deciding points of the bracket reset.
I mean, right, but I just don't know if they can, if like Eliminate can, Team Eliminate can keep up the pace here. I mean, Sinon has been showing that out of anyone, I think he's the less tired one.
I'm pretty sure it was a banjo break. Yes, it was. We're seeing some we're seeing some interesting lag going on. Yeah, just waiting for Bancho to like keep up. Maybe we are seeing some disconnect potentially, but even if it's a disconnect, we're still very early on in the map, so a potential abort is an option.
I mean, I'm not sure what is happening here. Is this purely Stream Clan or is this Bancho?
Oh no! Why is it happening on like one of the most important maps of this entire match?
Yeah, no, you have a little Tetris over here on Sinon's screen. It just kind of scrolls like that.
Oh, okay, we're back. Let's wait for
the port to even out. Yeah.
Yeah. And Gex is in the lead ever so slightly.
No.
Yes, look at the accuracy.
I guess. Yeah. Right now they are evening out though.
Yeah, they're pretty much even right now. The difference is not as big as the client shows, just a bit of a delay going on between the two players. But I would say they're pretty much tied. The difference is so small. Gex, 100%! So Gex is definitely in the lead right now. Sinon dropping just a tiny bit, while Gex is still managing to gain accuracy somehow. Like, this ratio is absolutely insane, and from what I've seen by like other players from this tournament, 100% is like around like 1 to 300 ratio. It's absolutely nuts.
Yeah. I mean, you hear that number 1 to 300, and then it already sounds absolutely nuts.
Yeah. Gex still in the lead, halfway through this one. Just looking to improve the score from the first set. Sinon still right on Gex's tail, just a very, such a small difference. Gex is back to 100% as well. Sinon just a tiny bit behind. But if they manage to hold on to such amazing ratios, this could be like one of the closest picks of them all.
I mean, yeah, this looks to be very, 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 very close.
Yeah, both players still pretty much tied. Both are 99.99. Still holding on. The score gap is pretty much non-existent between those two right now.
Yeah.
I'm a superstar.
Getting into the second dance part. Sinon finds a base!
Oh
Sinon
my
finds a
god!
base! Gex is currently in the lead by like 3,000 points and still slowly rising. Gex really needs to hold on to secure the win for this one. If Gex holds on to combo on this map, we will be seeing the tiebreaker be played in the bracket reset. This is like one of the closest matches possible actually. And Gex takes it home, 999.7.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
16,300s. We are seeing the tiebreaker between Team Eliminate and Team OmaRa.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. And we are going to see the tiebreaker, which is gonna decide this 2-hour-long match.
Tiebreaker, 6 minutes long, absolute stamina killer.
And it's catch the glory out of all songs.
Yes, absolutely amazing original song. If I remember correctly, it was like Catch 2022 or 2023 Grand Finals tiebreaker. So very, very iconic song. Also has like a ranked map set as well, just a very well-known map overall. 7.7 stars, 7.7 OD, 210 BDM.
Yeah. Oh my god. 210 BPM, you have to think about it. The ranked maps are the sort of more streamy.
Yeah, no, that is true.
If this is Jack, I'm pretty worried. Yeah, so currently it is just gonna be the deciding game here. But I am worried about the pick here. I have not seen it before. No, makes me think this is gonna be pretty hard. I mean, I don't know. I'm just looking at the 210 BPM, 7.7 star rating. This might be sort of like a light Jack with a little bit maybe Jack tech bursts sort of thing. But I hope it is incredible, and I hope they have incredible fun playing it. But I'm just thinking who really here has the power to win Jack House Cup 2026. And I don't think there are any favorites here. They're so even. They're so even that I don't think there are any favorites here. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible, and I just cannot say this enough. This match has shown what stamina, what consistency, what accuracy these players have at such a high level of execution too, that it's just kind of crazy. And as they're starting off, this is the moment we've been, I guess, waiting for. This is the moment everyone has been waiting for once again. And we're gonna see who wins this tiebreaker. I mean, it is incredibly long. After 2 hours, anything can happen. And this one for sure will not be easy enough for these players to 990 it. I mean, I might be wrong, but I don't think it's just gonna happen. You know, I sort of think it's impossible to 990 a beast like this in tournament after 2 hours.
Yeah, very, very long match. Very, very exhausting picks and a very difficult tiebreaker to end it all. This is the final map of this entire tournament. It is a grand finals tiebreaker bracket reset. That is like absolutely insane.
Yeah, who will catch the glory? Thank you, person from chat. That was an incredible suggestion. And Gex with the first break, and this just being very what is
very, very difficult pattern when it comes to technicalities, and I'm not being able to keep up, unfortunately.
What were these patterns? What are these patterns? Whoa, they're wholly difficult. And this is at 210 too. Unless it's not 1/3, maybe. But I don't think so.
Yeah, it looks 210 to me. Sidon finding some column logs at the beginning of this pattern. Gex being able to hold on a tiny bit better right now.
What is this map?
It's so difficult. It doesn't even come close to the difficult jack, I think.
Oh my god. What are you supposed to do on this pick, man?
Oh, you have to play the most.
Yeah, you have to. Nice one, buddy. You play Alen. You don't know the jack power. I mean neither, but like, come on.
Otherwise, still 12,000 points in the favor of Gex, and Sidon is adding more misses to his account. Gex is almost an entire percentage ahead. Gex trades one miss, but it's not nearly enough right now. These patterns are absolutely brutal.
Yeah, they just pretty much force you into a transition between one pattern group to another every like 3 seconds. And that is incredibly difficult to pull off, but right now the leader is kind of stagnating. Actually, a rising for Gex as Sidon is just not having fun on this.
Yeah, Sidon fighting a couple more breaks.
Oh my god, and I think this is already pretty hard to pull off for Sidon, so my guess right now for the mid-map announcements, if I can call it that Gex will be the one to catch the glory, but you don't know yet.
Yeah, Gex is currently in the lead of like almost 16,000 points, so that is still a quite comfortable lead. It has been slowly rising from like 12,000, like 1 point, so it is slowing down just a tiny bit. I think like a 12,000 like a quarter through, and that's 15,000 like halfway through, so Gex is still slowly extending the lead as the map goes on, and he is looking very comfortable in this part of the song. I mean, Sidon as well, just being able to sharpshoot this one entirely.
Yeah, this lowered the BPM. This is 1/3 now.
So I'm finding some 200s here and there. Gex also dropping some accuracy and combo, but Sidon finds even more. Again, we're seeing this very difficult, I think it's called an inverse bracket. 25,000 points in the favor of Gex. 99.2 gaining accuracy. Somehow gaining accuracy on this one. Sidon still staying around the 98.2 range, so the accuracy difference is a whole percentage right now.
Yeah, and it's still incredible to me that they are able to keep scores like this, and we just seen some abrasive burst in this Jack pick. I mean tiebreaker. What is happening in this song?
Seeing some quad and like mini Jack mixture right now, going into like a denser part. It's very, very tricky. Sinon dropping below 98% right now. Gex just a tiny bit above 99. Both players trade misses quite often. 1/4 of the song is left and the lead is at 45,000 points.
Yeah, you know what? Out of everything, you know, the performances don't even surprise me. Both of these players are doing incredible. You know what surprises me? The map. Why?
Well, it is a grand finals tiebreaker. It has to be very, very difficult, of course.
Yeah, you know, usually tiebreakers are around Delta Rice. This is like...
But either way, 47,000 points in favor of Gex, and we are slowly closing the song. There's still like, I'm pretty sure like one typical pattern left, and yes, there it comes. Very, very dense. I think it's even more difficult than what you've seen before.
Oh my God!
But Gex double S-ing this. Gex is double S-ing this. He is gaining accuracy on this thing. How is he gaining accuracy? Sinon dropping. I mean, justified, but Gex. What is happening? What is this lock-in? The lock-in of a century for this pattern right here. Gex finally finds a drop, seeing some technical jacks, and the song is closing in. Gex has done it. Gex made it to the bracket reset, of course. Gex and Nathaniel, not to forget the all-time god of Korjak, I'd say so myself. They take it home. They are winning the Jack House Cup 2026.
This will go to them, and I just want to point out the massive miss difference, as Gex was just so much more comfortable on this TB, and on this note, he is going to be the winner of Jack House Cup 2026 as well as Eliminate, and sadly for Sinon, he will have second place in the tournament. Still amazing, although not number one. And I mean, what else can we say? A note from the English commentators, maybe? It's basically me and cycozgrzyt. We had fun commentating the matches we had, and I hope you guys had fun listening to us ramble for an hour straight. I mean, in this match's case, 2 hours 30. I hope you guys enjoyed our yapping, and I hope you guys enjoyed this tournament, because it's been an absolute blast. And I guess I can end it off right here. This was me, Aalis, alongside cycozgrzyt, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye bye, everybody.